welcome to my channel. I am Maria, aka Agape Love Girl. Thank you so much for joining me today. Well, as you can tell, I don't have any makeup on today. I'm doing something a little bit different than my typical get the look tutorial where I kind of come on and show you the look ahead of time. I'm actually doing a collab with Danielle Schmidt here on YouTube. If you're not familiar with her channel, I will have her video linked below as well as her channel. I definitely think you should check her out. I have mentioned her previously because she is the creator of the My Makeup Habits tag, which I thought was super fun, super creative. And so I've kind of been following her ever since kind of discovering her video through that tag. And she is just such a creative person, I think. Like, she has so many fun ideas and she just inspires me so much. Well, I recently discovered that she had another kind of series that she does on her channel called Face Off, where basically the idea is she and another YouTuber kind of face off and do this challenge where they each use the same exact palette and the same 5 shadows, and they create their own look. Sometimes the looks might be similar, sometimes they are very, very different. And I just thought the idea was so cool. I think it's super helpful because it gets us to be able to see how different people use the same palette and the different looks you can create with them, and just seeing different people's styles of makeup application and just makeup technique and things like that. And I just thought it was a really, really fun idea. And so we were kind of chatting in the comment section of one of her face-off videos, and we decided to do the face-off challenge together as well. And so I'm so excited about that, and I really hope you guys are excited to see this challenge and how this look turns out. I definitely encourage you to please head over to her channel as well to check out her face-off video, but check out her channel just in general because, like I said, she's very creative and has a lot of really neat ideas. Another video she did recently that I totally want to copy as well and do is she did like recreating a makeup look that a makeup app did on her, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's such a brilliant, fun idea. I totally want to do that. So she's just brilliant. I think you guys are gonna like her channel a lot, and so be sure to check her out. So with all that said, let's go ahead and kind of get into it. So the palette we both kind of had in common and agreed upon was the Modern Renaissance palette. And I'm actually really excited because I've been really wanting to pull this palette out and use it some more. It's just there's always new palettes and new things coming out that I'm constantly trying new things, and this really gives me the excuse to kind of go back and use it. And the colors that were picked via like a random color picker, and she did that because she said we can kind of like pick which colors we might want to use, or we can do it random, and I was like, let's go random, because I think that if I were to choose, I would have my specific ones that I would always choose, and I want it to be random and to be a challenge. And so the colors I'm going to put on the screen to show you that we are going to be using are Primavera, Red Ochre, Realgar, Antique Bronze, and Bon Fresco. So those are the colors we're going to be using for today's look, and I feel like these are kind of like really safe colors. I did play around and try several different ways of using these, because you have to use all 5 of these shades and you cannot use any other shades from the palette. So it's like really a challenge in that aspect. And I kind of decided on the look I want to do. I don't think it's going to be like super creative or out there because these are kind of very, very neutral shades, but I still hope you guys enjoy the look that I create and enjoy this video. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so I'm going to start off first with the lightest shade that we have to use, the lightest matte shade I should say, and that is going to be Bon Fresco. I'm going to be taking on a very fluffy brush. This is the Stilazzi Large Fluff L224 brush, and I'm just going to be applying that all over my lid from lash line to brow bone, very, very lightly. This is just going to be my kind of like setting shade. Oh, by the way, I think I said in the beginning that I have like no makeup on, but I mean, clearly you guys can see I have my brows on. I've gone back to using my Cosmetics Brow Power powder for my brows, and I feel like I don't know, I feel like since I've been doing mine that kind of messy way for a bit, just trying that new way out that I mentioned in my previous video, that it feels weird now to try to get my brows in this uniform look, and I feel like they look weird or different. I don't know, so they're kind of having a moment, I'm not sure. But anyways, I just wanted to mention that real quick just because I said I don't have any makeup on when clearly I do have my brows on. I know you guys can see that, but anyways, let's go ahead and move on. So I think next what I'm going to do is go ahead and go into the shade Red Ochre, and I'm going to be using the Smith 230 brush, which is kind of like this small tapered blending brush, and I'm applying that into my crease area. Alright, now I'm just going to go into the shade Realgar. I can never figure out how to say it. Realgar. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. You know, that orange shade. I'm going to be taking that on a big fluffy blending brush. This is the Smith 230. And what I'm going to do is just kind of go over where I placed Red Ochre just to kind of softly blend and diffuse it out. Kind of blend and marry those two shades together. I've tried using these two shades in a variety of different ways, but no matter how I use them, they kind of every time just seem to kind of meld into each other to create one color rather than two separate colors. So that's kind of just what we're doing today. And as you can see, I did kind of just like extend that out, where with the shade Red Ochre, I kind of kept it rounded in my crease. With the shade Realgar, I kind of extended it out just a little bit, just to extend that like shape of my eye, almost like a cat eye effect. All right, now I do just want a little bit more of the deepness of that shade Red Ochre to pop a little bit. So what I'm going to do is take a very much so smaller blending brush. This is the Stalazi Mini Crease Fluff. Back with the shade Red Ochre and kind of just go lightly into my crease again. And then I'm also going to take this on my lower lash line. All right, now that I'm looking super crazy, we're gonna go in a little bit deeper. So now we're gonna go ahead and go into the shade Antique Bronze, and I'm gonna be taking that on the Sedona Lace EB09 brush, which is kind of like this flat tapered blending brush. And I'm gonna be taking that on the inner and outer corners of my eyes because I'm gonna be doing a halo eye. And this isn't going to be a precise like cut crease halo eye, it's gonna be one of those kind of like soft, smoky halo eyes. So we don't have to be precise with this, we could be a little bit messy. Alright, now I'm just going to take a little bit of that shade Antique Bronze on a flat brush. This is from Beauty Junkees, it's their Pro Flat Definer, and just run that along my lower lash line. Alright, a last color we have to use is the shade Primavera, and I've tried using this a few different ways. Usually the best way to apply is with like a flat brush, and so I've been liking to apply it with the Pro Concealer brush from Beauty Junkees, but I kind of think I want it to go on a little bit more like not as precise, so I am going to try to use it with this flat shader brush that's very, very similar to the Sedona Lace EB09 brush, but just like much smaller. Let me show you. They're like pretty much identical except for this. It's just like a mini version, and I'm going to try to use that. I do feel like these metallic shadows will work with this like natural hair brush. It is a little bit more flat. But I may need to spray it, or I may need to also just use my finger. So I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to try it at least at first, just letting you guys know with this brush, and then I'll go from there seeing if I have to spray it or if I need to use my finger. Alright, anyways, going in, like I said, with Primavera and that Bodyography flat shader brush, I'm going to be applying that to, you guessed it, the center of my lids to finish up this halo eye. Okay, that's doing a decent job. But I may need to go in with my finger or spray it for sure, just to get a little bit more pigmentation. I really want it to look metallic, and for it to really, really pop. Okay, definitely loving it. Much more poppy after I sprayed it. Alright, this ended up being a little bit more precise than I had originally planned. I wanted it to be just kind of like a little messy halo eye, but look at me going all precise. Alright, now with that same brush, I am just going to bring that same shade down to my lower lash line just to kind of continue that halo eye down to my lower lash line as well. There's just something so pretty, I think, about like a halo eye going from the top, the upper, going from the lid to the lower lash line as well. I just think it looks so, so pretty. I do want to clean up the edges just a little bit, make it a little softer, so I'm going to go back in with the Sedona Lace brush and the shade Antique Bronze just to kind of blend and clean up the outside edges one more time. Alright, so this is what we got going on so far. This is the look with all of the shadows. I do need to put on the rest of my face. I'm going to do that off camera, either for a separate video or I might do it for like an Instagram video. Not quite sure yet, but I'll have the products I used listed in the description box if anybody's curious, or a link to the video if I do it elsewhere. And yeah, so I will be right back for us to wrap up the eyes. Alright, I'm back with the rest of my face on, and I'm going to move on to lashes. I do think I'm going to put on some falsies today because I haven't worn falsies in a while and I miss wearing them. First I am going to go ahead and put on some mascara, and I will show you guys what it looks like with just mascara. So for those who don't like falsies or don't wear falsies, you just want to see what this looks like with just mascara, I'm going to show that to you guys, and I think it's going to look gorgeous just with mascara. You don't need falsies for this look. I just want to. So the mascara I'm going to be using today is the Eyeko London Lash Alert Mascara. I really love the Eyeko mascaras. They're really, really good. I received some, I was gifted some in PR and ran out of them and have since purchased some myself. This is just a little sample size because the one that I purchased came with a full size and then this sample size. So I really love that. It was actually quite a bit of a better deal. I think it was actually a little bit cheaper to get the set than it was to purchase individually. So I was like, heck yes, I will do that. Okay, you know what? Actually, like now that I've got the mascara on, I think I'm just gonna leave it. I thought I wanted to do falsies, but now I'm seeing it, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good, actually. Yeah, I've been using this DIY lash growth serum. I'm hoping to share that on my channel soon. And so like, I've just kind of been like cool with just that. I was thinking I really missed wearing falsies, and I definitely do, because I actually had my my favorites here. These are the Pure Cosmetics eyelashes in the style Bombshell, and I was like, oh, I want to wear falsies today, but now I'm just like, honestly, I'm just like, I'm good. Okay, I'm happy with the way this is looking. So we are just gonna go ahead and keep it here, and let's move on to lips to finish this look. So for lips, I'm going to be trying out this Pillow Pout Creamy Plumping Lip Powder from Buxom Cosmetics. I got the shade Cozy Up. This was actually sent to me by a friend of mine. She sent me a few Buxom lip products, and so far I've really been loving them. That I've been really curious about this one because it looks kind of like this, and there's like the product in the cap here, and so it's very, very interesting. But the color looks really, really pretty. I like this kind of like a pinky nude. I think it'll go with this look, so let's give it a go. It really is kind of like a, I feel like it's super close to my natural lip color. It's almost like a Your Lips But Better kind of color for me. I like it. Alright, I really like this lip color. It's so, so pretty. It feels very, very comfortable and lightweight. And it's weird that it says like it's a powder. Yeah, creamy plumping powder. Okay, well it's creamy because it feels like a little bit of a cream, but it's super, super lightweight. First impressions of this are really nice. I really like the color. I feel like it looks good with the eyes. But anyways, that is it. This is the look. I think it turned out really, really well. I had so much fun doing this collab and doing this challenge. Thank you so much, Danielle, for having me on your Face Off challenge series. I really thought this was so much fun. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to head over to Danielle's channel and check out her video. Subscribe if you're not. Check out some more of her videos because I think you're gonna love her content just as much as I do. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment letting me know what you think, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes.